So the kind folks over at Netflix sent me over an early screener for their film Train Dreams, which is hitting Netflix tomorrow as of filming this on November 21st. I could have gotten this review up a little bit sooner, but I did not really manage my time well this week, and I had a lot of reviews I already put up. And as usual, you guys can find a full review for this over on YouTube. But for a quick, short review and thoughts on the film has been playing in a limited theatrical release since November 7th, so many of you may have already seen it, but it's a film that's being praised by many as one of the better films of the year. And while I can't say I loved it as much as some are saying, I do think this is a very solid film that many will enjoy. One thing to know going into it, though, is a very quiet meditation in a lot of ways, a slice of life, if you will, about a logger turned railroad worker who is going through life, dealing with the ups and downs of money issues, having to leave his family to be a logger, stay away to make money, come home, oftentimes feels like he's missing parts of his family's lives, only for him to deal with a lot of issues, specifically some tragedy in his life. And this film, in a lot of ways, just becomes a quiet existence with this guy as he's going through his life and dealing with loss and his memories and how they haunt him, but how they also kind of are something he cherishes and what it is to kind of endure life after so much tragedy. It's set in early 20th century America, and I think it does a great job in terms of all the period piece elements of, like, you know, having great costume design, set design, the vehicles, the cadence of the acting, the accents, all that kind of stuff felt very authentic to the time. So it does a good job on a filmmaking side of things to kind of like take you to that time, take you to that setting. It also is shot on film, looks gorgeous, and is using natural lighting throughout the entirety of the film, which gave the film, again, a really realistic feel to it. And all of this is really elevated by a great cast. Joel Edgerton is great in the film, Felicity Jones, Carrie Condon, William H. Macy. They're all great in the film. And this is an interesting one because narratively, there isn't much there. At times it feels like it meanders. At times it feels a bit aimless. But I think it's a film that's able to capture that kind of a more aimless plot for more of just a slice of life, watching this guy dealing with life at this time as a logger, dealing with tragedy, dealing with struggle, and how that sat with him over time. It's a film that less so asks the audience to go on a journey with the characters, but more so just kind of to sit with a guy in the woods as he's dealing with his life and the ups and downs in a completely different time when things were a lot more simple, a lot more quiet. There's a great minimalist musical score throughout the course of the film. And ultimately, while I didn't love Train Dreams, I think it's a film many will enjoy, and it's a film that I think has a really human element and story at the center of it all.